Review. Today I'm going to review a fragrance from the house of Léonard of Paris, LéonardHomme, released in 2008. Is a woody aromatic fragrance, and the perfumer behind are the German perfume makers Firminich. Let's first break down the notes. Top notes are pepper, nutmeg, bergamot. Heart notes are clary sage, violet leaves, cedar. Base notes are incense, cashmere wood, benzoin, and musk. Main accords are woody, warm and spicy, ambery, aromatic, smoky, and musky. This fragrance was released in 2008, and I am the only one on YouTube to ever review this fragrance up to date. Nobody else review it. I check it, and this will be the first review of LeonardHomme on YouTube. So it's a kind of very special review. I'm very proud to review this fragrance because I'm a big fan of the house of Léonard. Previously, I reviewed LéonardParis, which was released in 1980, and it's one of my favorite vintage fragrances. Unfortunately, has been discontinued by the house of Léonard, and in 2008, the house of Leonard Paris, they released this version, calling also LeonardHomme. Has nothing in common with LeonardHomme original. This is completely a different, modern, as I said, woody aromatic fragrance. It's a very pleasant scent, very woodsy, very peppery, and also the backbone is very nicely blended by the perfumers from the Firminich, Germany. I don't know who was the perfumer behind, but I know that the Firminich company in Germany is a very, very important perfume makers. They are as much important as Givaudan or Roux in France. So this is another question. We are not going to that field. This fragrance, it's a combination of peppery, spicy, floral, and woodsy notes. And this is a very nice scent. Really, it's a very unique scent. Somehow, I have to mention here the LeonardHomme 2020. Not LeonardHomme original. LeonardHomme 2020 has been inspired a lot by this fragrance. Maybe because of the cashmere wood. I don't know, because there is cashmere wood in both of them, but the composition is very similar to this one. And even the smell is very similar to this one, because this one has a very woodsy, very peppery, and very gentle, manly fragrance. And really, immediately when I smelled LeonardHomme 2020, I felt there is a resemblance between LeonardHomme 2020 and LeonardHomme. This fragrance, I'm not telling you it's a groundbreaker. It's not a groundbreaker. It's not a game changer. But it's a very pleasant fragrance. It's a very soft, very spicy, very woody, very pleasant, and kind of unique fragrance. When you wear it, you feel really feel good, and you feel kind of very soft and gentle fragrance, and you feel amazingly it's a gentleman fragrance. This is not a mass pleaser. This is not a crowd pleaser. This is not a mass market fragrance. You don't sniff that fragrance on everybody. This fragrance somehow remained under the radar, absolutely remained under the radar, because look, I'm the only one who reviewed that fragrance on YouTube on 2021 and 2022 and 2023. And nobody reviewed that fragrance before. And that fragrance was released back in 2008. So if that fragrance is not a hidden gem, or is not remain under the radar, then what else? This fragrance is belong to the very, very gentlemanly categories of fragrances, as I mentioned. It also reminds me of another fragrance, which is now, I think, also discontinued, was one of the Armani Cedar. And this is very close. This is on the same ballpark as Armani Cedar. And, there is woods. There are combination of cedar wood, also of cashmere wood, and also of vetiver and benzoin. All those are on the same ballpark as many other great fragrances. They are not groundbreaker. They are not game changers. They are not mass pleasing fragrances, but they are fragrances that some people are searching for. So fragrances that real gentlemen are searching for, because when you go to office, you don't want to wear something that everybody will ask you what's that, or you don't want to bother your colleagues. You just want to wear something gentle, something smooth, something soft, and having a pleasant scent profile, having a pleasant scent trail around you. So then a fragrance such as Leonard Homme will be the right one for you. So I'm very happy about reviewing this fragrance. It was on my collection, and I always wanted to review that one. The House of Leonard, it's very, very popular in Japan, and that's why you see the packaging, and also that's why I use a special Japanese the carpet for that. That house was very and still is very popular in Japan. But the one thing I have to say, Leonard Homme can't beat LéonardParis, which was released in 1980, because that one was a real gem, real masterpiece, and a milestone in the perfumes world of the 80s. I reviewed also LéonardParis, released in 1980. You can check my review. It's on my playlist. You can find it easily. But this one, it's a very, very nice and very, very pleasant fragrance also, and is on the same mood as Dior Homme 2020, also Dior Homme Sport 2020. So I'm once again making clear, not Dior Homme Original. Dior Homme Original was a King of Iris. I'm not talking about that Dior Homme. I'm talking about the latest version of a funny Dior Homme, because I don't know why they call it that one too, Dior Homme. But Dior Homme 2020, one of the last fragrances made by François Demachy. I can say that François Demachy, he really got inspired by Leonard Homme, released in 2008, the one you are seeing and we are talking about today. So that's it. That's my take on Leonard Homme, released in 2008, and I am the first reviewer on YouTube to ever had reviewed this fragrance. Stay tuned. Have a great day. Have a great week ahead. And until then, we will talk again soon. Take very good care of yourself. Cheerio.